This video is basically going to explain that you don't need to have lag in your swing. How you create lag isn't what you think it is. You know, you could watch Fred Couples, or the way that I laugh at my dad for doing, because yes, it is a good technique to train yourself to do it, but it's an older technique that's kind of not necessary anymore. And the way that Fred Couples does it is his hands basically cock from the start to that position, and he tries to maintain that all the way through the swing. Same thing as Ben Hogan. That is going to cause you to leave the face open. If you have a in-out swing, it's going to cause it to basically snap hook. If you have an out to in swing, it's going to cause you to slice it so bad. You don't want to keep your hands held off as long as you can through the swing. What you want is you want to swing with your body. Swing with your hips and your shoulders and your back. You want that strong rotation with your body through your swing. How you get that lag in there, you naturally let it happen by having a looser grip. You don't want the club to come flying out of your hands, but you want it to be loose enough that when you take that club away, you feel like that club is staying behind for a second, and that'll actually give you that feeling that the club is just loose enough. You could tighten your grip just a tiny bit in your swing, but you don't want to let it tighten too much. You want your club to stay slightly loose in it, and that's going to allow you to get that whole motion of lag into it. Now, if you fight a power fade like I do, where at one point in your swing, you are going to cut across it, if your grip is too tight, that's going to cause the ball to drift off on the right. That is actually because your grip is too tight. I'm going to demonstrate it by showing you two different swings, of one with a stiff grip and one without. And I'm going to show you two different remedies that you could do if that's not working for you. So first, I'm going to show you, this is with basically death gripping the club. You're going to see at the top of my swing, it's going to come over and out the top. And now with swing with looser hands, you're going to see as I come up, it's going to hit, and that club's going to actually fall down on its own. Having a looser grip is actually going to help that whole motion of it to stay at the top and follow through on its own in that position. Keeping your hands slightly loose through the swing, as well as back to the other one where you get that feeling like you're trying to backhand towards your target. That club face is going to stay more square in line and allow you to hit down on the ball. Your hip rotation is rotating your body, and you're just letting your hands fall through the swing. If you can't do it because of mobility reasons, an easy way to kind of trick this with your body, position your right side back slightly, especially if you have this with your driver. Move your backside just back a little bit, have an offset like a weaver stance for, you know, tactical speak, and have your normal setup. So you have a normal setup at address, move that heel of your backside pretty much where your toes are in line with the ball of your forward feet. That'll cause you to rotate your body more around and swing out. If you don't need to go that drastic, do what I've been working on, where you set up at your address and you kick this hip back. You're not locking your back knee, you're just straightening it out, and that's going to move your hips open, allowing you to rotate your body a little bit flatter and around. The only place that your body is going to let you go is inside out, and that's how you could go and alleviate the whole problem. It works out pretty great. It's a very quick, easy, simple fix that you could do that is not unnatural feeling. So if you do something like this, or if this works for you, I'd love to hear back on that one. Leave a comment down below. If you want to see more content like this, please like and subscribe. Follow me for more. Keep in the fairway. Have a good one.